Today I'm going to give you guys a little thing to think about. My topic is procrastination. So, a lot of you may have heard of procrastination. I'm sure a lot of you have fallen victim to procrastination. So, being college students, how many of you would say that you've ever been late on an assignment or turned in subpar work because of procrastination? Pretty much everyone in the room. So, today I'm going to highlight a lot of the different aspects of procrastination and give you guys a few ways you can counter procrastination and use it to your benefit. So, the first thing we need to do is define procrastination. Now, according to the Cambridge Dictionary, the definition of procrastinate is to delay doing something. Now, you'll notice this doesn't have any negative connotations associated with this definition, just to delay doing something. Now, this definition is the latest definition in 2015, pulled just last night. So, I'm sure that in the past, though this may have had some negative connotations associated with the actual definition, today, procrastination is just means to delay doing something. Now, a lot of you are familiar with what we call traditional or passive procrastination. Now, this is procrastination that a lot of time is detrimental to your guys' projects and work. A lot of times it results in you guys turning in projects past the deadline or, projects that aren't quite up to what you'd like it to be. So, passive procrastination was studied in a study by the International Journal of Psychological Studies, just 2015, just this year. They said that psychological well-being there was related negatively to passive traditional procrastination. Now, this basically means that when you use this passive traditional procrastination, there's a better likelihood of you having a lower psychological well-being there. Basically means it's not as healthy for you. Now, with passive procrastination, there's also the other side of that, which would be active procrastination. Now, like it sounds, this is basically the opposite of passive procrastination. Instead of this being detrimental to you, this is actually a way to improve the quality of your work and also get it in on time. An example of this would be this speech here. If you're not ready to deliver this speech today on Tuesday, you'd procrastinate a bit and say, okay, well, my deadline isn't till maybe Thursday or next Tuesday, so I'm going to take my time before then to prepare instead of giving an unprepared speech. A quote by a study by the Journal of Social Psychology, this one was from 2005, they said that active procrastination may be particularly beneficial or even necessary for individuals who work in highly demanding, unpredictable, and fast-changing environments. Now, some of you might say that college is a high-demanding environment. So, when you're using active procrastination, this would be a form of scheduling or time management. You're going to say, okay, I'm going to do this task at this specific time. I'm not going to just put it off and say, oh, whenever I think of it again. I'm going to say, all right, I don't have time to work on this biology assignment today, so I'm going to do it tomorrow afternoon sometime. Make sure you set a date and time as to when you're actually going to complete the task instead of pushing it off till some unknown date or you forget about it and it's past the deadline. Another section from that same study from the Journal of Social Psychology in 2005 said in this type of context, active procrastinators may function more effectively than others by not restricting themselves to previously established plans and thus be able to deal spontaneously with unexpected changes. Now, active procrastination is also helpful in settings such as group projects. Your work may depend on someone else's work in the project. If you don't do all that work, try to do all that work too early, you might have to go back and redo that work later because someone in your group came up with different work that your work needed to be based on. Now, when you use active procrastination correctly, many of the benefits include higher productivity. You're able to get through more work more efficiently, faster, with higher quality, as well as lower stress levels because you're not worrying about, okay, I don't have time to do this, I don't have time to do that. You have your time structured out so that you know when you'll be able to complete certain tasks. Also, from the book Procrastinate on Purpose by author Rory Vaden, he says that, I believe the younger you are, the more amplified your choices are. A young person who makes good decisions repeatedly is going to see their influence, wealth, love, and abundance in general multiply. Now, his book was on the same subject I'm talking about right now. And as you are all younger college students, I say that the same applies to you. The decisions you make now will be amplified over time. So when you're preparing for schoolwork or preparing to do each different project that you're working on today, try to remember to actively procrastinate. Don't fall victim to passive procrastination and turn in subpar work that you're not proud of. Make sure that every piece of work that you produce accurately represents the person you are. Thank you. Any questions? Yes.
So you said that there's good procrastination in professional development or something like that?
Yes, active procrastination.
How?
What do you mean?
How does-
How do you use it in a professional setting?
Yeah.
So, I'll give you an example from where I work at right now. So I work at an information security company, right? And I have to juggle several different projects that I'm working on at the moment. So I'm working on this project at the moment, which requires a lot of reporting. It's really boring. But I'm also working on this other project that's a lot of fun. Now, if I were a passive procrastinator, I'd say, all right, well, this other project's a lot more fun, so I'm going to spend a lot of time on this and just work on this other project more towards the deadline. As an active procrastinator, I would say, this project is fun, so I want to put a bit more time to it. So I'm going to, work on this boring reporting project for an hour. Then I'm going to spend maybe a couple hours on this fun project, and then I'll go back and finish up the reporting project in a bit. Right? Make sense? All right. Any other questions? All right. Thank you.